Good morning, students. Today we will see the topic uniform rectilinear motion of a particle. So myself, Dr. Arugya Selvakumar. So the first one, we are going to derive the equations that describe uniform rectilinear motion. So in uniform rectilinear motion, it is a type of straight line motion that is frequently encountered in practical applications. So in this motion, the acceleration of a particle is zero for every value of time. So therefore the velocity will be constant. So you can see this equation, dx by dt is equal to velocity, you know that. So that is, we are equating now as constant. So further we can obtain the position coordinate x by integrating this equation by initial value of x is equal to x naught and final value x is equal to x. That is integral x naught to x dx is equal to v of integral 0 to t dt. So once you are integrating, you will get the value of distance in uniform rectilinear motion. So this equation. So further, when you are expanding, you will get x minus x naught is equal to v multiplied t. So further rearranging the equation, x is equal to x naught plus v t. So this is the equation which is defining the distance in uniform rectilinear motion. Okay, and this equation we can use only if the velocity of the particle is known to be constant. Okay, and the next one, example of these cases: an aeroplane in steady flight or a car cruising along a highway at a constant speed. So next one, we are going to see uniformly accelerated rectilinear motion. The uniformly accelerated rectilinear motion is another common type of motion. In this case, the acceleration of the particle is constant. So these are the equations related to calculate uniformly accelerated rectilinear motion. The first one, dv by dt is equal to a. So we are making as acceleration is constant for uniformly accelerated rectilinear motion condition. So we obtain the velocity of a particle by integrating the previous equation, that is integral v naught to v. You know that v naught is the initial velocity, v is the final velocity. So integral v naught to v dv is equal to a integral 0 to t dt. So once you are integrating this particular equation, we will get v minus v naught is equal to at. Further we can write it as v is equal to v naught plus at. You know that where v naught is initial velocity and v is final velocity, a is the acceleration and t is the time. So further we know that dx by dt is equal to v. So here we are going to substitute instead of v is equal to v naught plus at. So now the equation will become dx by dt is equal to v naught plus at. So denoting by x naught the initial value of x and integrating this particular term. So it will come integral x naught to x dx is equal to integral 0 to t v naught plus at into dt. So further, when you are integrating the previous term, we will get x minus x naught is equal to v naught t plus of, otherwise 1 by 2 a t square. Okay. Once you are rearranging, x is equal to x naught plus v naught t plus 1 by 2 a t square. So further, if you come to the equation v dv by dx is equal to a is equal to constant, this one we have seen earlier cases, this particular term. Further, like previous terms, we are integrating both sides with respect to initial velocity and final velocity, and the initial position and final position. So previously we used to calculate for initial velocity and final velocity, then initial time and final time, then initial position and final position, and the initial time and final time. So now we are taking the parameters initial velocity and final velocity and initial position and final position to get the different relationship between position coordinate, velocity and acceleration. So here if you are substituting velocity and position coordinate, so you'll get the value 1 by 2 whole bracket v square minus v naught square is equal to a multiplied with x minus x naught. So once you are rearranging the term, v square is equal to v naught square plus 2a multiplied with x minus x naught. So in uniformly accelerated rectilinear motion, these three equations, that is v is equal to v naught plus at, x is equal to x naught plus v naught t plus of at square, and v square is equal to v naught square plus 2a multiplied with x minus x naught. These derived equations having useful relations among position, velocity and time in the case of constant acceleration. So we have to provide appropriate values for acceleration, initial velocity and initial position. So always first we have to define the origin of the x-axis and choose a positive direction along the axis. This direction determines the signs of acceleration, initial velocity and initial position. So please make a note of it. So the direction is important when you are calculating the uniformly accelerated rectilinear motion. The equation v is equal to v naught plus at, which relates velocity and time. Similarly, the next equation x is equal to x naught plus v naught t plus of at square relates the position and time. The third one, v square is equal to v naught square plus 2a multiplied with x minus x naught, relates velocity and position. And one more important thing in uniformly accelerated rectilinear motion is the motion of a body in free fall. So you know that the acceleration of body in free fall is equal to 9.81 meter per second square. So further, very important thing in this uniformly accelerated motion is the three equations whatever we have seen now can be used only when the acceleration of the particle is known to be constant. Thank you.